Hi founders, welcome to another episode of Know Your Term Sheet. My name is Kushal and I am here to help you demystify VC term sheets. Today we are going to be discussing another very standard right in the VC term sheet, that is information rights. These are pretty straightforward. This is going to be a short video. This gives the investors or the VCs the right to basically know what is going on in the company, what is going on in the business. Typically, information rights include one, the right to receive audited financial statements of the company within say 120 or 150 or 90 days of the fiscal year ending. These statements include your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, your cash flow statement, and any other auditor's notes, which is prepared by the company's auditors. Two, the monthly MIS, monthly or quarterly MIS. MIS basically stands for Management Information System, and this is shared usually between say a week or 10 days of the month ending or the quarter ending. This is basically data reported by the company to the investors in a mutually decided format. So the point of this MIS is to give investors a good sense of how well the company is actually performing. So for example, if you're a SaaS business, this would include things like how many new customers you added, what is the average amount each customer pays you, how much does it cost you to service that customer, how many employees you have, how much are you spending on marketing, and so on and so forth. The point of the MIS is to provide to the investor an instant X-ray of the health of the business, such that they can understand exactly how well the company is doing or how well it's not doing. The third right is a generic right, which says that any other information related to the financial condition, business, prospects, or affairs of the company, as the investors may time to time reasonably request. And the fourth right is inspection rights, which are also usually clubbed with information rights. These give investors the right to visit your office, check your books, check your accounts, verify them with some notice. So they'll have to tell you maybe 1 or 2 or 5 days in advance, but they can just send you a notice and they can show up at your office and check whatever you've been telling them. These rights are fairly obvious, right? Like if somebody puts money in your company and doesn't expect it back for many years, the least they deserve is the right to know what is actually going on in the company. They're also boilerplate fraud protection. Investors want to make sure that the company or the founder is being truthful about the state of the business. Plus, there is usually a confidentiality clause in the agreements which covers the scenario where you may worry that your investors might be sharing this data with too many people, right? So the confidentiality clauses are also put in by the founders and the investors to make sure that whatever data is being shared by the company remains with the investors and doesn't go out. For professional investors, that is VCs, the MIS is very important. That is the primary way in which they really track the pulse of the business and understand where the company needs help, and also understand if this company is actually working or not. This helps them plan their future course of action. Like say they might want to do one more round on the company on their own if the company is doing really well. They might want to line up a bridge round if the company is in trouble, or they might just write off the company if the company is performing horribly. Investors need to be on top of their portfolio's actual performance, else they start to look like idiots to their own LPs. So any VC who invests will take these information rights. For angels, however, this may not be a necessary right to give, since mostly they are giving you money on trust. You as a founder may also want to be protective of this data. You don't want it floating around with too many people for obvious reasons, which is your competitors might also get a hold of this data, right? So it's best to restrict information rights to ownership percentage. Say if your investors, that is say your investors have these rights till they own at least 2% of your business, or at least 5% of the company, or 1%, whatever that number might be, whatever that number you and your investors might agree upon. But the moment the investors' holdings fall below this percentage, you can structure an agreement such that these rights fall away. So that's it for this one, folks. Do let me know what you guys thought about this in the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're finding what I say valuable. Keep building, keep hustling. Cheers.